Hi guys, it is Carol from Lily Rose Blue, and my gang is all here, I promise. I'm just not going to get them out today. Sorry about that. Um yeah, I'm just not going to do it today. Forgive me, forgive me. So here I went up to Scrapmania today. I had a specific purpose, but of course came home with more. Um However, I showed a lot of restraint. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, regardless of what my husband might tell you. So, this is the paper that I sent to Sandy as part of our Christmas in July. This is Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Winter Woods. So, that's quite a title. When I checked out, the lady's like, this is one of my all-time favorite collections. And she goes, I think that's a couple years old. And I had no idea. And sure enough, it says 2022 on the front cover here. I'm just making sure you can see. So I just thought I'd do a flip through of the book. So what I'll do is show you one side, and then we'll go through and show you the backs. You might be able to see them as I flip. But I love the birds. To me, that looks like a blue jay. Very vintage, different collages, maybe. Here, I'll pick this one up and show it to you. This says The Joys of Winter. Not a chickadee. It could be a chickadee. Oh, there's titmouse and what's the other one that looks a lot like nuthatch? I think it's one of those two. Some pretty striped paper. We go together like winter and a sweater. Some pretty snowflakes, kind of a gray, sagey background. Hello, winter. Some just pretty snowflake, with colored background. Some cutouts. Look at that stag. Gorgeous. Snow memories. This says snow memories. Winter vibes, wonders of winter. Look at that vintage image. Love winter most. Warm winter wishes. Hello, snow. And then it repeats. And so I'm going to flip this over. Whoops, I lost a couple pages. So the backs. If I can get my fingers to work. A pretty triangle pattern in a green shade, a plaid, a diagonal stripe, polka dot in a khaki background, a gray with snowflakes, another gray with it's probably supposed to be antlers, but it's not super clear. Some vintage images of children sledding and making a snowman. And then I think we're repeating already. No? Oops, more snowflakes, but with a mauve background. That green color with polka dots. Snowflakes on gray. And then snowflakes, kind of a sagey, mossy green kind of thing going on there. So I got two of these. I also got, sorry, there's something sticky that keeps attaching itself to my, I'm barefoot. I'm either barefoot or stocking footed at home because shoes are okay, but if I don't have to wear shoes, all the better. So these are, I'm going to call them puffy stickers or three-dimensional stickers. Hello snow, some hearts, icy, different kind of a heart, the stag, grab a sled, cold outside, the world changes when it snows. Oh, that is absolutely true. There's nothing like that peace when you go outside and it's snowing and it muffles the sounds. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Wintry whiteout. Love this most of all. Ice cold. Some hearts, some snowflakes, different types. A bird on a pine bough with pine cone. There's that vintage sledder. Let's stay inside. Frosty, the magic of wintertime. And kind of a dot with a snowflake on it. And then I also got the sticker sheet. Again, pretty much the same kind of a thing. Snow, snow, snow. When snow falls, nature listens. It's time to go sledding. Winter snowfall, let it snow. Cold as ice, no more snow. Chilly wintry day with a bingo card and it says chill at the bottom. Let's make a snowman. Weather is here. Snow more. It's a snow day. Winter is not a season. It's a celebration. Winter memories. And then this says winter time. So my plan is to make a journal. I mentioned this channel before. It's called Pop Vintage. It's got another name to it. The gal's name is Meredith. And I think she does fun journals. But she purchased a journal that was actually cinched together. Had varying sizes of cards and cardstock. And I thought it was adorable. So I'm going to try to mimic that and just not overthink. Excuse me. It is clear to me that when I say I'm going to make an owl journal, I'm going to work on my nephew's journals, I'm going to do this, that are, excuse me, I can't handle this thing attacking me one more time. I just don't tend to get those done. And I think doing something that prescriptive, and it's not, believe me, I understand the creative process, the junk journaling process, but there is something about saying I am going to do something with a particular theme, even though I have plenty of things to make journals out of. I've got a plastic bin full of horse stuff that is, I could probably make 15 journals, guys. I'm not lying, depending on size. I'm going to try this experiment and play with my own head, so to speak, and see if this gets me out of my funk and gets my creativity going. And then hopefully it does, and I can just start working on whatever I want to work on. Instead of feeling so overwhelmed and like things are prescribed for me, and they're not. It is absolutely in my own head, you guys. It really, really, really is. So this is my experiment to change my own thinking. I also picked up and then later on ordered some. I have to say, I am very jealous when you guys post, jealous in quotations, when you publish videos of your Hobby Lobby hauls or your Michael's hauls, or even your dollar store, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. We just don't have that here. I went to both Michael's and Hobby Lobby yesterday, hoping to find some of this kind of thing so that I could, oh, I forgot to look up her name. I accidentally, while watching some of your videos, ran across a gal. She lives in Texas. Her name is Teresa with an A, TH. She goes by T. Teresa's something something is her channel. She has over 1,500 subscribers. But she was showing dyeing paper. And of course, I just bought some lovely, gorgeous, wonderful paper from Kelly Harrison through the Maker's Market. And I love that. And I kind of made a big deal. Oh, it's hard to do this because of my back, blah, 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 blah. But that video just inspired me, and I thought I would like to try it. So for this, so none of this is really for this journal. Well, maybe this could go. Maybe. Oh, I think I was looking at that green. So yes. I wanted to try my hand at just making some paper. I will, not on this video because I use my phone. I can't look anything up on my phone. So it'll have to be in some subsequent video that I do. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If I have a good day, I'll figure it out. And maybe my husband will set up a table for me outside and I can just try my hand at some of these techniques that she showed. Now, these two. So I wanted Ranger products because I wanted Distress ink spray and Distress oxide spray because they move with water. And so I wanted to, that's what I was really looking for. These two, this is Dilutions. This is also made by the same company, parent company of Ranger. This is Diane. Oh, I forget Diane's last name. But this is just a spray, like a background spritzy spray. This one is a spritz. So spritz are fairly new products from the Ranger team. So this is Distress Spritz. So I think it's going to be more like any kind of, like the first one that came out was Tattered Angels, if you remember that brand at all. Yeah. So I think that's what these are. I wasn't going to demo them, but what the heck. Maybe, well, I'm not going to, maybe that'll be in my next video. And I can tell you T's or Teresa's channel. I can do a little demo of that. And then the next collection, I had two others in my cart and put them back. So when I say I behaved myself, I really feel like I did. So this is also Simple Stories. Obviously, this is 12 by 12 paper. For whatever reason, they did not have 6 by 8, a 6 by 8 paper pad in this line or this collection. And this is Simple Stories Vintage Linen Market. Okay. So I love the colors. It was speaking to me. This says shirts, sheets, excuse me, pillow, napkin. So this is, I got two. Mostly I got two of each. So there's one side. There's side two. These are much easier to flip. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So side 1, side 2. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm not going to make a 12 by 12 journal. These will be cut down. Look at this one. Doesn't this just remind you of that material, the feed sack material that we all love? And gunnies and gingham and bandana, you know, just all of that stuff. And then that's the other side of this one. Cute little random yellow polka dot. That's the other side of that one. Look at this. Franken paper, although it's looks like it, but it's not. That's Meg's term for when she sews together paper or fabric like this. She calls it Franken paper. There's the other side. That's Meg at Chasing Retro. Here's another handkerchief pattern just in blue instead of red. The flip side of this is journaling cards or tags or, you know, whatever you'd want to make them. And there's a cute little bee here at the bottom, the star, the galvanized bucket with flowers. I also loved this pattern. And again, some Franken paper on the back. You could cut those out individually or leave it like that. Some yellow, you know, red background with white polka dots, random. Look at the other side of this. Do you see why this had to come home with me? It had to come home with me. Here's this one. Also very pretty. And then more journaling cards. Yeah, I was going to say Project Life, but these are a little bit bigger than that. But cute. Very cute. Yeah, I'll be using those in what copying the idea I saw on Pop Vintage's channel on the journal she purchased. And then these gorgeous lemons. And then these are Project Life size, so 3 by 4 maybe, or 2 by 3. I had just my ruler. Where did you go, ruler? Here you are. I covered you up by accident. So 3 by, I was right, 3 by 4. And I got 2 of those because, you know, I want the lemons, but I might want these cards too, right? So that is that collection paper. And then here are some enamel dots to go. I'm an enamel dot person, just FYI in case you didn't know that. Here are what they call them layered bits. That's what's in there. I'm not going to open it in the interest of time. Although I want to. Because we're going to look at the stickers. Then this is called Ephemera. And so that's the ephemera. So different than what you see on the paper. This, I mean, it mimics this. But, so those are those. And then here is the sticker book. Oh, I just sliced right through. On Carol. Why can't I get through this? I don't know why I am struggling so much. Yep, it just cut right through. And I really am trying to be careful, so I'm not sure what my deal is. Okay, so this is a sticker book. So that's page 1. Very pretty. So similar theme of the sticker book that I showed you that I used for Sandy's Christmas So letters, kind of mimicking some washi tape there, I would say. Isn't this fun, guys? So fun. Oh, some tags that are stickers. Again, I'd say washi tape. And then you've got some butterflies and some hearts. Yep, okay. Some hearts, some cute words. Be bright together, life is sweet, sweet memories today, happiness every day. Life is good, days like these, fun, sweet, so fresh. Squeeze the day, bloom and grow, simplified, just bloom, celebrate the good life, sweet and simple, hello, good times and enjoy. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to read all of this. More words and phrases here. Look at those beautiful, beautiful flowers. Here you have just some beautiful decorative elements. Stars, bicycle, a pitch, I'm going to say galvanized pitcher, galvanized bucket, watering can, flower cart, a lantern, some circle stickers. Those would be cute on collage. And I think that's it. So that's what I purchased. I'm going to play. Coming home from my adventure to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, I stopped in North Liberty, which is a town in between my hometown of Coralville and Cedar Rapids. I stopped at a produce stand. You know, they're all over our area. I got some sweet corn, some cucumbers, and some peaches. The peaches were from Missouri and huge. I ate a peach. My lunch was a peach. I ate a peach. It was so juicy and delicious. I cut up the cucumber. I think people call this salad or dish different things, different places. It's sliced cucumber, onion, and then you add a little bit of sugar and Miracle Whip and stir it all together. It needs to marinate for a while, and it's like a salad. This was a staple in my home all summer long growing up. I think I've mentioned my parents had huge gardens. So yeah, it was a staple, and I love it. My youngest daughter loves it, so she makes it. Because, you know, again, she remembers eating it at Grandma's house. So that's that story. This was my free gift. So I don't know how much you have to spend to get a free gift, but there is a free gift in August. So some things here, I have something similar, but, and of course it was a very eclectic box to pick something out of. I quit looking once I saw this. I just thought there was so much here I could use. And it's vintage too, so I picked that up. So then I got home, and I'll put something else out here to entertain you while I talk. I was, came home, got to work. Did I say I got sweet corn? I got 6 ears of sweet corn. I haven't shucked that yet. I need to. So that's going to be dinner tonight. I'd been home for a little while, and I turned around, and I saw the neighbors up the hill, the mom and 2 of the kids, looking for their dog, Willie. Willie is a black lab mix. Willie is the sweetest guy ever. Willie used to get out consistently, and he hasn't gotten out to my knowledge in quite a while. And later on, the oldest boy, who happens to be in the same class as my granddaughter who lives locally, he said no, he hasn't gotten out in over a year. And I'm like, okay, then I'm not wrong. But Willie really likes me. So, you know how dogs run from their own family. So I saw them outside, so I just unlocked my front door, walked out in my yard. Then I'm like, Willie, Willie, come here. He ran right to me, but he wouldn't let his family put his leash on. And so I said, Willie, you want to go in my house? And I'll tell you the rest of that story in a second. And he went right to my front door. And the mom is like, do you care if you let him in? Because, you know, that number one, I could get his leash on. And number two, you know, this can work for us in the future if he gets on. I'm like, that's fine. Come on in. So Willie came in. His family got his harness on him. And I had some treats because I have two friends who work at the dog treat place owned by another couple that are friends of ours called Woofables, Wooffables. Check them out online. They have great homemade dog treats. Anyway, I tried to give Willie one of those, and you know, he did the whole thing. He laid down to get his treat, but he didn't care for it. And so his owner said, Willie's more of a meat and protein guy, where Marty, that's actually a girl, another rescue dog, loves the carbs. And I'm like, well, take this whole bag for Marty. And Milo the Wonder Dog, my grand dog, doesn't care for, sadly, doesn't care for the Woofables treats either. You know, they're a cookie. They're made out of flour and, you know, wheat and grain, wholesome things. But Milo the Wonder Dog also prefers protein. And so I had a bag of treats for Mr. Milo in my pantry. So I got one of those treats out and gave it to Mr. Willie. And he was grateful and happy. And his family was happy. And it all ended up a great thing. So back in the day when Willie used to get out often, I had my garage door open. I was home and I was going in and out. And at this moment in time, I was standing facing the wall where my sink is. So let's say this blue flower here is my sink. And this flower, if it was up here, that's my dishwasher. My kitchen window is on the other wall, sadly. That's one thing about this house I would change. If this was a spec home, we didn't build it. You know, you take it as it is. But we wanted to be in this neighborhood, and at the time, the house felt huge compared to the house we were living in. Anyway, so I'm minding my own business one evening, scrubbing some dishes. I had the dishwasher open and was putting them in the dishwasher. And I turned to go put a plate in the dishwasher, and there's Willie in my kitchen by my dishwasher. Now, I will say, remember, my garage door was open, and our door between the garage and the kitchen does not latch well because the young lady who, the Lily of Lily Rose Blue, locked herself in our house when only her mother was home. Grandpa and Grandma were gone. And Lily was 2, and my daughter kind of broke down the door. She couldn't wait for us to get home with keys, which I understand to an extent. But yeah, did some damage on the door that, frankly, we haven't fixed because it's not hasn't risen to the top of to fix things in our house yet. So anyway, Willie's a big guy. He's probably an 85-pound lab mix. So he just simply came in my garage. He'd been in my house before one other time when I had rescued him when he'd gotten away, and he had spent quite a bit of time with me that day because his family was, you know, 30 minutes away, right? So he spent some time with me, and he and I liked each other before, but we really bonded after that. So yeah, Willie just came in my kitchen just to say hello. And that's really the last time Willie had been at my house or gotten away that I am aware of. So that was my fun for today. Because I'm telling stories, I'm going to tell you another story. Bear with me. Here, we'll flip this over to the red polka dot. On Friday, you guys know I work from home. I am sitting at my workstation working away, and I hear this commotion out in my garage. Now, I often, if I am sitting at my desk, I leave my garage door open. I probably shouldn't. I don't always do it in the winter when it's cold, but nice weather, I usually leave it open because, I go in and out just to get up and stretch my legs. I go to the mailbox. I do, I throw something in the garbage, which is outside, those things. So I leave it open a lot. I don't do it. My craft room is at the total opposite end of the house. So if I'm home alone, I do not leave my garage door open. You'll be happy to know. Or even when I leave the kitchen, I do shut the garage door. So, you guys know I feed the birds, the squirrels, deer, etc. We have always had a chipmunk issue at this house. When we had Liberty, who was our Jack Rat Terrier, she kind of scared him and kind of culled the herd down, so to speak, from time to time. But, Libby sadly has been gone for 3 years now. So we have kind of an explosion of a chipmunk population at our house. And of course, they like it at my house because there's seeds and stuff out, and I have water out for the animals. So why wouldn't you like it at my house? Milo, the wonder dog, has gotten one chipmunk this year. Milo is coming to stay with us for 4 days here starting Wednesday. Would not be my typical practice to let Milo get a chipmunk, but I may. And I can't even believe I'm admitting this to you guys because I love all animals. I really, really do. But back to my story. Lots of commotion in the garage. I get up from my workstation. I open the kitchen door that leads into the garage, only to have 2 chipmunks run out, almost across my feet. I turn my head and I look to my galvanized trash can, and the lid is popped open. And I'm like, how in the heck did they get in the can? And how are they strong enough to pop it open to get out? I still don't know. So I see these 2 chipmunks, they run across. Okay. So now I'm looking over and I'm kind of ticked. And I knew they had gotten in on occasion because I had a lot of empty peanut shells in this can. But I thought that was from when I'd forgotten to close the lid, or whatever. So I just had a feeling, you guys. I just had a feeling. So I walked over to the trash can. I looked in, didn't see anything. Something kept telling me there's another one in there. So I shook. Chipmunk comes to the top and then kind of freezes. So I shake it again. He jumps out, lands on my foot. I did not scream, Did I say bad words? Yes, I did. And I don't regret them. And I said them very loudly. Okay, that chipmunk runs away. I turn around, so I've, pushed down the lid as hard as I possibly, and I'm pushing. I turn around to go back into my house. Those two chipmunks were coming back in my garage. You can tell I'm still wound up about this. I said more bad words. And I got my broom. And I saw them run into the daylilies that I have right in front of the house, which happens to be in front of the kitchen window. And they're there. And I knew they were there. I'll be darned if one of them didn't try to come right back out with me standing right there. Yeah, he got swept by the broom. I don't think I heard him, but he got swept by the broom. So, my husband has hated chipmunks for years. I have always been their advocate. Oh, they don't do any harm. They're cute. Well, a few years ago, some of them had gotten shut into our garage, and they chewed the rubber around the bottom of our garage door. So after that, my husband it's a live trap. I refused to let him buy a trap that would kill them. But for that whole summer, I was putting this trap into my car and driving them away from my home and releasing them because my husband refused to do it. With my heart, I couldn't kill them. So I was driving them right to a other location that was about 6-7 blocks away, wooded area. Yeah, I think maybe I am now done with them too. Oh, I should also say they chewed all of the roots of the bushes in front of our house too. I should have been done with them then. I wasn't. Yeah. Yep. It is now chipmunk war. I'm done. They're so smart, they're not going into the live trap anymore, at least this batch. I did catch one earlier this summer, released it. There's at least 3. Obviously, this one event, there were a minimum of 3. There's probably more. They know to run up my spout to get away. The gutter, the spout. Yeah. So that's my chipmunk story. I don't care. I'm not super squeamish about mice and rodents and stuff. Of course, I've never encountered a rat. That might be a little different. So it didn't bother me that he ran across my foot. I kind of anticipated that, to be honest. I think the thing that made me the maddest was those 2 that wanted to come right back in. And then the one that was going to come out of the flowers when I was standing right there. How audacious are they? Or how stupid, depending what your viewpoint is there. But anyway, that's my Willie story, my chipmunk story, and my purchase from Scrapmania today. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for listening. After all this rambling, if you still want to, please hit like, comment, and subscribe if you want to hear more of my stories, my crafting and animal stories, because I love to share. So with that, guys, as always, please stay safe, take care, have some fun, and God bless. Bye-bye.